Today we're going to tell you how to take a 2-week trip to the lovely country of Denmark. It's not the easiest feat, but we've got some tips on how to do it.
Well, how do you travel cheaply in Denmark? Prayer. I don't think there's any way to do it.
Denmark and Sweden, that's basically prayer. Flights are going to run you anywhere from about $385 to about $576, depending on what time of year you're going. If you really want to keep it cheap, you're gonna have to go during the winter months when it's freezing. But snow is beautiful, so the country will still be beautiful.
Yeah, and Copenhagen is definitely expensive. It's not just like the other Nordic countries. It's not gonna be like going to Indonesia or something like that. So, be prepared to spend a little extra, but it's probably worth it once you get there. Accommodation, the hostels aren't cheap. They're year-round, looking at probably 20 to 25 bucks a night, probably 25 honestly. And we stayed in a hostel. It was 66 people in a room, and
In one room.
and it was expensive. It was like 20 bucks a night.
Yeah.
So we camped after that in Copenhagen, and I need to get a consistent saying of Copenhagen, whether it's Hagen or Hagen, but.
It's one of the two.
So we camped there, and it was cheap. It was what, 10 bucks a night, maybe? Not even.
No, it was about 10 bucks.
It was about 10 bucks.
Another option for lodging is, as usual, couch surfing, which we would highly recommend because you get to meet locals and you don't have to pay any money other than the traditional, you cook them a meal.
And just get them a
money.
gift. And don't
Yeah.
be that person.
Get them a gift.
Yeah.
We normally went for a bottle of wine or a bottle of liquor
Or, a 6-pack.
or a 6-pack.
Just alcohol's always a good gift.
Alcohol is always a good gift.
Yeah.
As far as food, as usual, we're gonna say cook a good amount of your meals because it'll keep expenses way down.
And it's not like you're missing out on Danish food.
Yeah,
Like,
there
they have
aren't many
food.
delicious Danish dishes.
But while I was there, I did run into a proprietor of a pizza joint who calls himself the Danish Al Pacino. He put on my sunglasses and indistinguishable from Al Pacino.
I met the Danish Pedro Martinez.
Former Red Sox pitcher, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of celebrity lookalikes in
A
Copenhagen.
lot of celebrity lookalikes. As far as transportation, I took the train across the entire country, all the way down to the very southern tip. You can get pretty cheap train tickets for about $20 to $25, depending on where you're going. If you're trying to get into another country, you're gonna have to take a ferry or make the entire loop around the country to drop down into Germany. So you're looking at anywhere between $40 and $100 for transportation while you're inside Denmark.
Yeah, I went to Stockholm from Copenhagen, and it was pretty cheap. Got there pretty quickly, so it's not difficult, and it's the least expensive thing there. I would say was the transportation. Activities, we're looking at about between 100 and 200 bucks, depending on what you want to do. My favorite thing that I did while I was there, went to Christianshavn, which is named after Hans Christian Andersen, I believe, part of town. And there's this black church, black the color, and it's like over 500 steps, and you go to the very top, and it's horrifying when you're up there because it's windy and the thing's shaking, but it's the most incredible view of the city that I've ever seen.
Yeah, there's so many things to do there. Lots of museums, lots of monuments, lots of art galleries, just a whole bunch of stuff to see while you're in Copenhagen.
We were there on my birthday. We went to a bar and watched some soccer, and it was great. They have a lot of good bars. And then on the way home, I peed in the street.
We also met one of the worst human beings we've ever met.
That's true. I don't remember her name, but
We don't remember her name. Where is she from?
she was a demon from hell.
She was pretty.
She's from the Faroe Islands.
Faroe Islands. That's what it was. Yeah. She's some pop singer.
Yeah, or
So she
claimed
said.
she was. Right.
So that brings this edition of Traveling Cheaply to a close. We would definitely recommend heading to Denmark at some point. You can get there for a surprisingly little amount of money, less than $600, which is a great deal, especially during a non-peak season.
Drop a like on the video, and if you don't drop a like, tell us what we did wrong, what we got wrong, and tell us your recommendations for Denmark. Obviously, we didn't do everything, we didn't go everywhere, so tell us what else there is worthy of being done. Subscribe to the channel. Check us out on all our other forms of social media.
And make sure you keep coming back for more travel inspiration and wallet preservation.
Back to